You want to get down? Okay. Oh. All right. Let's get these things rolling, baby. Get these things rolling. How's everybody doing today? Yo, Twig, what's going on, my man? How are you doing? Yo, C. Martin, how's it going, man? Who's ready to win some money today? I am. I definitely am. I need a good day. Hey, June. Not much, man. I'm just here, stuck inside because of the snow, so not really doing anything. What's up with you? Twig says he's cold. Yep. Don't blame me at all there. So am I, man. It's freezing. Had to walk my dog this morning. Again, it's freezing. Absolutely freezing outside. Hate it. I hate the cold weather so much. Yo, Diggity, how's it going, man? He who's back. I'm here, bro. Let's have some fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. We need a good day. We need a good day. Yesterday was kind of a rough one with the same game parlay. Diggity, I just saw your comment about it, so we'll go over that. We'll talk about it here in a second. TH, how's it going, man? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? I know it's a Thursday. Today's kind of a rough one here, just because it's so cold and we're stuck inside because of the snow. But since I'm stuck, that means I get to stream for you guys, so it's kind of a win-lose situation. But so here, I'll show you the parlay that we did have. We can kind of talk about it too, just really quick. So let's see. So for the same game parlay that we had, oh my lord. All right, one second. For the same game parlay that we had six. No, it might have been 7 legs, and I think 4 of them hit. So not the best, but it's a parlay. At the end of the day, it's not really supposed to hit, so it is what it is. But we'll definitely talk about it here in a second as soon as everything loads. Sorry. OG Anunoby over 2.5 assists, says Benny. I do like the play. I think that he has been really, really solid recently, so I definitely like that play. I'll do a little bit of like more of a recap here in a second. Okay, so if you guys do want to see the parlay here, this is kind of what we had cooked up last night, was the Hornets and Celtics parlay here. We had the under 230.5. That one ended up hitting. I think they finished with like 220 or something. Then we had Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points. He played awful, to say the least, which was very unfortunate. Miles Bridges also played awful. He finished with like 6 points. Marcus Smart, though, if we would have just hammered all Marcus Smart and LaMelo props, this would have hit. LaMelo and Marcus Smart just went absolutely crazy. So the 4+ assists, he cashed in the first half. Robert Williams didn't hit the 9.5 rebounds, so I probably should have taken it at about 8, and he would have cashed for us, but it is what it is. And then Marcus Smart steals and Robert Williams blocks. So all of those hit. So we were pretty close, but, no cigar. Close, but no cigar, It is t-shirt weather here in Arizona. I'm jealous, C. Martin. I really am. I would love for it to be t-shirt weather here, but it's not even close, unfortunately. I'm in Pennsylvania today, so I can bet with you today. Hey, there we go. Hopefully we can cook something up. I'm not really sure. Stuck in home in Indy also. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it had hit you guys yet, but I figured it was coming. It's still snowing. Like we're not even like almost our whole town is shut down, and it's still snowing. So it's not even over yet. So I mean that is what it is, but it's not even. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at that OG Anunoby prop real quick. Oh my gosh. Cool. So yeah, it was over 2.5. He's cashed in 3 of the last 4, 4 of the last 6. I think I like the play. They're going up against my Chicago Bulls. So, you know, obviously a very bad defensive team. Oh, I need to open up my fantasy thing here. When it comes to the small forward position, the Bulls don't give up a lot of assists to the small forward position. Kind of middle of the pack. Maybe closer to the lower echelon of teams. But I still think it's a pretty good bet. I definitely wouldn't hate it, but, you know. Scotty Barnes, under 7.5 rebounds. Ayo Dosunmu, 3.5 rebounds. Okay, so I wanted to hammer the Ayo Dosunmu props. I wanted to hammer, like, all of them. But oh shoot, sorry. I didn't know that you guys weren't able to hear me. I'm sorry about that. So I don't know where I was at. I think I was talking about Ayo probably. If I was talking about Ayo, go back a little bit. So Ayo against the point guard position, or like the Toronto Raptors against the point guard position, allow the fewest points per game, the like second fewest rebounds per game, and like the sixth fewest assists per game. So it's a really tough spot for Ayo. I don't hate the play, but I do like it. So the sorry about that. So we'll go back and then I said Twig. They still got college for me today. I said I hate to hear that. Unfortunately for us, ours is all online, so we still have to go. But it's just not nearly as bad. You know, because I was supposed to be at work and stuff, but I obviously can't be at work if like everything's shut down. So, you know, it is what it is. Where am I at? I'm in Central Illinois. I'm about 3 hours south of Chicago. Excuse me. My parlays hit 100% of the time when I don't actually place the bet. Yeah, I guess, but. All right, boss of all bosses says I have a same game parlay with our Bulls plus 330. Ayo over 4.5 assists. Gary Trent over 18.5 points. Fred VanVleet over 6.5 assists. I think I like the Fred VanVleet play, but let me double check. Bulls to opposing point guards give up a pretty decent amount of assists. Fred VanVleet's been really good at passing the rock recently, but I'm just nervous about the Ayo one. That's literally the only thing is I'm nervous about the Ayo one. Yeah, wow, that's cool. You can cut out clips from your live. I didn't know that. I knew you could for like regular videos, but that's pretty much it. I didn't know you could for the live. So yeah, if you guys are new, make sure you guys do hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys are in here, make sure to hit the like button on the stream. Definitely helps us out quite a bit here. So, let's see. Mateo, how's it going, man? He says, do you like VanVleet assists, Vucevic rebounds, DeMar and Trent points? I like DeMar points. I think he should have a really good revenge game against the Raptors. He always seems to play really good against them. I like VanVleet assists. Gary Trent's been on fire, so go for it. Vucevic rebounds. I don't know what Vucevic's rebound line is. Let me look real quick. Raptors give up about the 10th fewest rebounds per game roughly. So let's look at the line. Let's see what we got here. So if we go to Sportsbook, if it loads. Okay. Let's see what Vucevic's rebound line is. His rebound line is 11.5. That's probably reasonable, but let me just double check it. Vucevic game log. Okay. He's hit this line in 5 of his last 6. And then he hit it against Cleveland as well, so he's been a rebounding monster lately. It's probably with all the injuries and stuff that we have. So I don't hate the play. I'm going to look at pace real quick for some of these teams. Toronto plays at a really slow pace, but in their last 5, they're the second fastest pace. And then the Bulls are a really poor defense. They miss a ton of shots recently. I think. Let me just double check that. Oh no, I guess not. But Toronto, yeah, they actually shoot the 6th worst field goal percentage in the entire NBA, so they're probably going to be missing a ton of shots. So yeah, I definitely like the play for sure. All right, it's all good. I appreciate that. I'm glad it works out. I'm in Jersey. Does anybody having trouble downloading MGM? I had it on my phone, but now I can't install it. I personally didn't have any issues, but I don't know. It could be different. I don't know. Didn't update and it's saying it can't install it. That's weird. Most of the time after doing an update, it lets you install whatever, but interesting. Thoughts on this player parlay? Gary Trent Jr. over 18.5. Fred VanVleet over 6.5. I'm assuming assists. DeMar over 36.5 PRAs. Javonte Green over 7.5 points and Vucevic over 11.5 rebounds. I like that a lot. I think I like that a lot. Gary Trent Jr. has been on fire. Fred VanVleet's been a really good passer of the basketball. DeMar is a monster. Javonte Green, that one's kind of a questionable one, but I don't hate the play. And Vucevic over 11.5 rebounds. I want to cook up something like that and see if it's something that I would be able to even do. So if we popped up the same game parlay here, I'm just going to keep this up for reference. So if we did DeMar PRA, let's see, DeMar, I think they have PRA. Yeah, they do. They have to have PRAs. Points, rebounds, and assists. DeMar DeRozan. So you could do 25 plus. So I just want to put something together. If we did that, and then we did the assist line for Fred VanVleet, if we went over 4.5, whichever. So over those two, and then we went, what was the other one? It was Gary Trent Jr. over 18.5 points. So we could even tease that one down a little bit too. If we did Gary Trent Jr., 20 plus for Gary Trent. So we'll take his over 18.5. And then what was the other one? Javonte Green over 7.5. Javonte Green. If we did six plus, and then we did 4 rebounds, we did Vucevic. We could even bring it down to like over 9.5, which would be decent. Or yeah, we could literally do over 9.5. This parlay alone, I know DeMar's is a little bit low, but it should pretty much be close to guaranteed for points, rebounds, and assists at 25. That's really low. Fred VanVleet, 5 or more assists. Very, very solid there. Gary Trent Jr. over 18.5 points. That's pretty much right where his line's at right now. And Javonte Green, 6 or more points. I think he's definitely capable of doing that. And then Vucevic to get at least 10 rebounds. That's plus 270 value for a very, very solid parlay. So if anybody wanted to cook that up, you're definitely more than welcome to. So, okay. He Who's Back says, oh, Jets Claps, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. If you guys are new, we're on the road to 3,000. We're less than 300 subscribers away. So like I said, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that sub button. He Who's Back says, I took Vucevic under 12.5 rebounds the other day, and he finished with 13. He's been really good at rebounding the basketball lately, so. Got $155 in winnings on MGM. Oh, that stinks. Hopefully you're able to get back on there for sure. Reggie Jackson over 16.5 points versus the Lakers. I love it. I know that the Lakers give up the most points per game to opposing point guards. They play at the fastest pace in the entire league. I love point guards against the Lakers every day of the week. Love it. Love it. C. Martin says, hit that like button, boys. Absolutely. Make sure to hit that like button. Share it out there. Let's go ahead and keep it going. Jake says, King Sanders in the house. Yes, sir. I probably won't be live super long today, you guys. I have a really bad headache. It's right on the edge of a migraine, so hopefully I'm just probably gonna stream for an hour, try to get some sleep, stuff like that. But does anybody else have any plays that you guys really like for the day? It can be like college basketball, it could be NHL, whatever you guys want, or even other NBA plays. I'd love to find some other plays to bet on for sure. So how's everybody doing today though? Other than me sitting in the house, I've been pretty good, but I've been stuck inside the whole time, so not too much we could do there. But Jersey Steve says, good stuff, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. I just think that's a pretty solid same game parlay. I think it's one that's definitely capable of hitting. Plus 270, so pretty good value. And it's a very likely thing to happen. So I definitely like where we're at with that. He Who's Back says, Papa Perk. Nah, but really hope you get to feeling better. I really hope it's nothing serious. I'm praying it's not. I'm just going to try to, after I get done with this, try to maybe just rest for a little bit, kind of just hang out, and hope that, it goes away by tonight. I really want to watch a lot of NBA games, and the last thing I want is a migraine or a headache while watching NBA games. Miss Soul says, I'm looking at Heat Spurs over 221. I love it. I love it all the way up to 222.5. So that's right where I'm at. I like the over up until 222.5. I had made that one of my official plays in my video too. Fred says, got Oakland Moneyline versus Northern Kentucky. I saw a couple people on that play, and truthfully, I think that's a pretty solid play. I don't know much about him, but I do think I like the play. I guess I could do a little bit of research for it, just to kind of see where we're at. It was Oakland, right? Yeah, it was Oakland and... Oh my gosh, I must have passed it. Oakland Golden Grizzlies. They've been really, really solid against the spread. I don't know who... Let's see. If we go ahead and dip out of this and we go back to the home page, and we go to college basketball. There's so many games that you have to look through. I wish there was a search bar. I really do. I wish if there was a search bar, that'd be so sick. But Oakland. I guess I could just do this, huh? Okay. Yeah, Oakland is 3-point favorites, so I definitely don't mind that either. Because it looks like they have They have won in 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they've covered in 9 of their won in 9 of their last 10. And against the spread, haven't been the greatest, I guess. But they did have a pretty hot streak here, and they've still been winning. So it's not like, they've still been able to win. So, let's see. And who was the other team? It was Northern Kentucky or something, right? I think that's who it was. Let's look. Northern Kentucky. Okay, there we go. Against the spread, Northern Kentucky. Ooh, they've covered in their last 5 games. It doesn't look like they've played anybody really solid or anything, but they've been kind of decent. So I mean, if you wanted to, you definitely can. But if you, I don't know. However you want to do it. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad play, but it does look like Northern Kentucky's kind of hot right now. So, but whichever you want to do. So let's see. Booker over 29.5. Chris Paul over 12. DeMar over 20. Levine 20. Gary Trent Jr. over 18 and 4 threes. Wow. That's a big parlay. I can try to cook that up. I don't know if it'll even let me, just because it seems like that's a lot of same game parlays like together. But maybe I can buy the points down. So let's look. We'll try it. I do like all the plays, I think, but let me just see kind of where we're at. So points. I don't think I can, unless if I did. I guess I could do like a same game parlay. I could do points for DeMar. Will it even let me go down to 20? Yeah, it might actually. Yeah, so DeMar 20 plus. And then what was the others? It was Levine 20, Gary Trent Jr. over 18. Zach Levine 20. Who was it? Gary Trent Jr. over 18, and then 3-pointers. So threes. Oh, it might still be in points, actually. No, it's not. It's right here. Gary Trent Jr. 3 plus 3s, and let's see what the other one was. And then it was Booker and Chris Paul. Okay, Booker and Chris Paul. It was, so we'll go here. Add another same game parlay, and it was Booker's points, and it was over 29.5. You could even buy it down a little bit if you wanted to. Looks like you can get Devin Booker's points down to like 20 or more, which would be really, really solid, or 25, because I do think he can hit both of those for sure. And then we'll go to the assist line real quick, and it looks like Chris Paul, you could get down to 10.5, or you could get, yeah, it looks like just, or you could, yeah. So the lowest you could go is 10.5. But even if you did that, you add those to the same game parlay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good odds. I know you can't do it on DraftKings, but I know on FanDuel you're able to do 2 same game parlays, or well, you're able to do 2 parlays kind of in like time together. So I do like the play. Views from a cap, I do like it. Lorenzo says, I called in today and tomorrow. Man, I miss the days when I would wake up and look up lines, homework, and look ahead. I do like the, I agree. But I love looking up. I love looking up stuff like that. So it's definitely enjoyable for me. TH says, feel better, dude. I appreciate that. I'm hoping by tonight I will feel better. Jake says, I like Oregon State plus 6.5 and Ohio minus 16 in college hoops. My Villanova beating Marquette. Wow. Marquette. Call yesterday, though, was bad. LOL. Oh, I do like Oakland -3, too. I did end up taking Marquette just because they were a really hot team. But they, it could have went either way, truthfully. So I don't know. So I thought I was kind of leaning the other way for. Oh, the other team that I do like today, I do like Ohio State. I do like that game a lot. But yeah, I like your plays, Jake. Jay Frost says, "Yo, King, I'm late. See you rolling out a SGP. Did we start a trend when you go live? Have a good day, bud." I was just doing that just to see what someone had put their SGP in there, and so I was just checking it to see if I liked it or not. Do you still like Devin Booker under 5.5 rebounds? I do like his under in rebounds. I just don't like his over in points or anything, or like his under in points or anything. So I definitely like that. Parlay I really like today is Ohio Moneyline, Morehead State Moneyline, Delaware Moneyline, Sam Houston Moneyline, Arizona Moneyline, plus 203 odds. Definitely looks solid. I would have to do just a little bit more research to try to figure out if, I did end up liking all of those. But I think that's a good one. Latif says, also, do you like the over in the Heat game tonight? That was an official play of mine, so I do like it. I like it all the way up to 222.5. So if you can get it before that, I do like it. How do you feel about Pascal Siakam over 14.5 rebounds plus assists? I do like it, but let's keep looking. Let's just see if the stats kind of support it or not. I feel like it will. What was the line? I think it was 14.5. Yeah, 14.5. So let's. Okay, or just don't load. 14.5. He killed it in this one. He did, and then he missed, and then he hit, and then he ended right on the hook. He killed it. He ended right on the hook. Ooh, I don't know, but I like it against them. I like the matchup though. It's against my Chicago Bulls. The Bulls, they play at a very high pace, and they they don't miss a lot of shots, but they play at a very fast pace, and they're not a great defensive team with all the injuries and stuff right now. So I do like it a lot. Z Money. I'd like Chris Paul over an assist, but his line is so damn high. I believe Atlanta gives up the third most assists to opposing point guards, so I'm betting over 12 assists. I agree. I wanted to make it an official play because he's been absolutely killing it. I just couldn't force myself to do it just because they're truly it. Like, that line is so high. To be able to hit like 13 assists or whatever it was is just like, that just shows you how great of a player he is though. Like, the fact that his line is all the way up to 12.5 or whatever crazy amount it is, that just shows how great of a player Chris Paul is. But DeRozan and assists, revenge game. I don't like his assists as much. I don't hate it. I don't hate the assists, but I feel like he might just drop 30, 40 points tonight. Like, I feel like it's going to be much more of a scoring game. I don't know if he will be looking to pass the ball very much. Z Money says, I'm looking at Reggie Jackson over 23.5 PRAs. Last couple times I bet on him, he hit easily. What do you think? 23.5. Let me look real quick. Reggie Jackson game log. It was 23.5. Yeah, he has been doing pretty good the past two games. Then he had a tough matchup against Miami. Then he kind of choked. This concerns me. Why was he only playing 16 and 19 minutes, though? But it looks like it's trending back up. It looks like he's starting to get more minutes. So I do like the play. Let's look. He was playing the Lakers, right? So they're playing the Lakers. So I know the Lakers give up the most points per game to opposing point guards. So there's an advantage there for you when it comes to the rebounds. Second most rebounds and fifth most assists. I love the play. Z Money, that might be an added play. I didn't know. I must have missed out on that, Jim. But I love it. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah. I think I like that. Let's look at his game log versus the Lakers though, just to get a little bit more of a stat. Killed it here, and then he kind of had a dud and a dud and a dud and a dud. But this year, he's hit it. He's 1 for 1 this year. I love the play. The Clippers have looked pretty good too, and I think a huge part of that is Reggie Jackson. Love the play. Okay, Ohio State did they got postponed. Oh, that stinks. I was going to put a lot of money on that game, but oh well. Juan says, greetings from Mexico. Well, greetings from the United States, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, giving this such a small channel a chance. I really appreciate it. Benny says, what do you think about Vucevic and Siakam, both 12 assists each? Vucevic is not going to get 12 assists. Oh, 12 rebounds. Okay, I just now saw the correction. I think Vucevic can get it. Siakam... Let's look. Because if you look at rebounds to opposing centers... Ooh, Raptors actually... Am I missing it? I must be. Oh, it's right here. So they're like top 10, but the Bulls, they don't give up a lot of rebounds to opposing bigs. I don't love the play, but I think it could work. I think it could work for sure. Pound Cake Pusha says, can you give me one money line pick today you feel confident in? Does it have to be like reasonable odds, or is it just whatever? Because personally for me, I love the Timberwolves today versus the Pistons. That's probably my favorite play of the day. That's probably the only one that I'm like super confident in. I think the Heat will win now that they have all their most of their players back. So I like that as well. So if you wanted to take Miami Heat minus 220, you could, or Minnesota Timberwolves, or you could even parlay those together if you're feeling frisky and get a minus 103. So whatever you wanted to do, but those are my two most confident ones because I think Chicago can win, but I'm never betting on Chicago, that's for sure. And I think Phoenix is going to win, but you never know. Trae Young's still questionable. DeAndre Ayton's still questionable. And who else was it? Jay Crowder. So, yeah, I can't really trust it. I don't know why for 2 games Doc Rivers didn't play Reggie. He seems back, though. And versus Lakers, I think that's a great play. Me too. I truly do think it's a great play. I think it should be a pretty good spot. Jaron John, hi. Latif says, I like Toronto to win. Yeah, see, that's the thing is it really can go either way. My Bulls are so sketchy. They win 2 in a row and then they lose and then 2 in a row, lose. So, I don't know. There's just so much. That's just the way sports betting goes, though. Excuse me. Achua and Boucher are back fully going. I think I wouldn't bet on Siakam 12 rebounds. I feel like that's pretty high, yeah. I feel like if you could get it down to like 9, I feel like that'd be a pretty good bet though. Excuse me. Or maybe even 10. If you could even get it to double digits, I think that'd be fine. But 12 is just a little too high for me. Z Money says, thanks, brother, for looking into those plays. I want to let you know I was watching every day back when you had 400 subscribers. Jackson over PRAs. Let's cash. Well, I appreciate that, Z Money. I am still a pretty small channel. I know that I'm at 2,000 now. We're on the road to 3,000. But we still have a long way to go. We are definitely not where we need to be yet. And so I'm excited to keep it going. And hopefully, one day I can do this as a full-time thing. And then I'd be able to stream every day. Not only stream every day, I'd be able to upload content and maybe even, upload like NCAA content or, like NFL content. But it's just really hard when I'm still going to school. I'm still going to work. I still have a girlfriend. So I'm trying to make all 3 of those things kind of work. And so it just makes it difficult to try to balance all those things. But I'm trying my best for sure. Pretty Ray says Z Money, let's cash. Absolutely. We need a good day today. So I'm feeling good. Does anybody want to cook up like a same game parlay at all? I'm perfectly down for it. I'm fine with whatever. Juan says already talked about Gary Trent Jr. I love Gary Trent Jr. I think that he should have a good night again. He's dropped 30 in like I don't remember exactly how many games, but he's dropped 30 quite often, and he shoots a ton of threes. So I definitely do like it against my Chicago Bulls, who haven't been a very good defense recently. So I love it. Pretty Ray says I love Gary Trent points and threes. So yeah, me too for sure. I love it. So hopefully we can keep things going here. Is there anything that anybody wants to ask me? If they have a play that they want to ask me about, if they have a play that they want to just give me, if they have any sort of if they need any sort of like, if they want to ask me any personal questions, whatever you guys want. But let's see. Pretty Ray says I'm down for a same game parlay. Damien says I need a same game parlay for tonight. Francisco says Desumu over PRAs, DeRozan over PRAs, Gary Trent over points, Van Fleet over assists. I love that. Let's try to put it into a parlay, shall we? Pretty Ray says FanDuel has an offer. Everyone opt in. Is it for like a same game parlay or what? Let's do it. Let's try to get this figured out. So we'll go to point rebound, or we'll flip on to the same game parlay here. We'll go to the stat combos. We'll go to points, rebounds, and assists. We can get IO as low as 14. Love it. Hopefully he's able to hit that for us. Then we had, what was it? It was DeRozan over in PRAs. I like that too. I know Austin from Calling Our Shot was on that line as well. DeMar DeRozan, we can get it down to 25. Gary Trent over in points. Let's see what we can get his points at. Gary Trent. I think the lowest was this 18.5, but let me double check it. Yeah, 18.5 is the lowest. So I guess we'll just have to ride with it, which is fine. But over 18.5 points. And Van Fleet over in assists. So if we got Van Fleet assist number, get it to 5. I think that's the lowest we can get it. Yeah. So that's a plus 130. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to add it, but whatever. You guys can see it over here. IO, points, rebounds, and assists, 14 plus. DeMar, 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists. Gary Trent over 18.5 points. And Fred Van Fleet, 5 or more assists. Plus 135 odds. A really solid parlay there. Juan says, what about 80 over 9.5 rebounds? Plus 100 odds. Going up against, as long as, because let me just double check real quick. Let me just double check. RotoWire. Let's see. I just want to see the injuries real quick. Oh, actually, I already had it open. Because I think, is Zubac still out? He's a game time decision. If he's out, I love the play. I just think that Zubac does make it kind of difficult for a guy like Anthony Davis, but I think that he can do it, especially since he is playing the 4. So if we look at the rebounding numbers from here, the Clippers actually do give up roughly the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 9th most rebounds per game to opposing power forward, so I definitely like the play. Clippers just play at a pretty slow pace, which kind of scares me, but that's about it. Let's cook up for the NBA on TNT same game parlay. Yeah, $10 same game parlay on NBA on TNT. FanDuel free bet, win you or lose, you get $10. Are the majority of your, okay? So we'll do that in a second. I think the 2 games that are on TNT tonight, or are there 2 games on? Let me look. Hold on. So for TNT. For today, yeah. So it's Phoenix and Atlanta and Lakers and Clippers. That's where we're at. So I don't know. With all the injury news, it just makes it kind of tough. But we can definitely try. here in a second, Pretty Ray. Are the majority of your bets straight or single bets, or do you make parlays? I feel like I'm making too many parlays, and most bettors are betting singles. 100%, Benny. The way to actually be profitable with sports betting is by straight bets. It's just by single bets. If you do want to try to make it for the long run, but parlays are just the reason a lot of people make parlays is because they're just exciting. They're very fun, and they're one of those things that you're just sitting there watching, and if they hit, oh man, you're not only adding a lot of money to your pockets, but you're just kind of sitting back and relaxing, and it's just fun. It is. It's one of those feelings, especially if you can hit like a couple $1,000s on a parlay. Like there's just no better feeling than that, and so it's just crazy, you know. It just takes a lot that you have to win to be able to do it, which is just unfortunate, because you have to have every single thing go right and then some. Like, you know, it's just, if you want to be, so the short answer is, if you want to be profitable, do straight bets, but if you're trying to just have fun, parlays are fun. Pretty Ray says it has to be one of the games that is shown on TNT tonight. Yeah, so there's literally only the two games on there. Jake says, well, singles statistically are more likely to win than parlays. I like to make parlays if there's a promotion that makes it better. I do like, you know, anytime that there is any sort of like free, like money back or, you know, guaranteed or risk free, anything like that, I usually do put a parlay on it just because you're going to get your money back anyway. So it's not really like it matters. But 99% of the time I do straight bets. Pretty Ray says Suns and Hawks, and I second that motion. I would agree with Jake, though. It is a very, very solid point. So we'll do one for the Suns and Hawks. That's cool. Steven says, yo, how's it going, Steven? How are you doing today, man? Droop God also in here. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's get this same game parlay cooked up. So we're going to do the Suns and Hawks because it does look like there is a bonus on FanDuel, so we will do that. So let's dive into it. Let's see where the advantages are. If you look at FanDuel here, okay. So when it comes to points, the Phoenix Suns actually do give up a decent amount of, like the third most points in the entire NBA to opposing point guards. So we could see a play from maybe Trae Young. We could see his over in points if he ends up playing. Both teams don't give up a lot of rebounds to opposing point guards. Kind of the middle tier there. And assists, I know the Hawks give up a lot of assists to opposing point guards. And the Suns, yeah, they're towards the lower echelon. So if we went anything with the point guard position, I would like to get Trae Young in there if he ends up playing, of course. And I don't mind. Let's see. And I don't mind the Chris Paul assists. I just would take a lower of the two. Are you guys interested in either of those plays? Are you guys interested in either of them? So either Chris Paul over in assists or Trae Young over in points. Any games you like the money line? I answered this a little bit ago, but the the two games that I'm actually confident in that they will win is what was it? I don't even remember. I literally lost track. Oh, I like the Timberwolves to win, and I like Miami to win with all the players back. So that's where I'm at. Go back into the same game parlay. Do you guys like either of those plays though? Philly money line last night, SMH. Yeah. I don't really need to say too much about that. Thought that was pretty crazy. So they ended up losing by literally just 3. They lost to the Wizards, who have been an absolute laughingstock recently, to be honest. Just because of all the trade rumors and stuff that they had, with the fact that apparently nobody likes Spencer Dinwiddie for whatever reason, even though he literally put up triple-double, but nobody likes the guy. However, I don't know how that works, but dude put up a triple-double, so he should be good enough. Kuzma drops 24 points in 35 minutes, and this is winning without Bradley Beal, which is just very hard to do for that team anyway, but whatever. Pretty Ray says Trey and Booker might go off. He says he likes both of the plays. CP3, 10 assists and 10 points. Booker, 25 points. Trey, 25 points. What would those odds be altogether? Let's see. So if we did... I don't know if I like the Chris Paul points, but we could definitely rock with it. We can try it. The lowest we can get for Chris Paul points, though, at least for this book, is 12. So we could try 12, though. Then we could do Chris Paul assists. The lowest we can get is 11. So, we could do a double-double, actually. There is a double-double. What's it called? There's a stat combo of double-double. Hold on. Or is it a double-double? There it is. Chris Paul double-double, yes. And then what was some of the other picks? It was Booker 25 points and Trey 25 points. Let's see. D-Book, we could actually get it down to 20. I don't know. I feel like the odds wouldn't be very good on that. So we could do it up to 25. And Trey Young. They don't even have Trey Young's lineup yet. Oh, that's tough. They don't even have Trey Young's lineup. Because he is still questionable. That stinks. I was ready to put some juice on it, so that one can't really be it. I'm sorry about that. Troy says people forced into parlays by the state they live in. Up in North Dakota, only prop bets. I'm definitely not forced into this. I just thought it was a fun idea. I had a little bit of extra to put on it, so it was just for fun, honestly. I would be using a bonus anyway that I got from yesterday, so it literally would be for free. So, just for fun. Throw the CP double-double in there. Yeah, I definitely did that for sure. But yeah, we're not able to do Trey Young yet. We probably have to wait until he gets either ruled in or ruled out, of course. But, I don't know. We could just keep looking. Let's keep looking to see if there's anything else. For points, yeah, I like Booker here. Atlanta gives up the second most points. They don't give up a lot of rebounds, though, so which is why I like the Booker under on rebounds. So if we went with rebounds, if we went with Booker under, his under is 6.5, though. Yeah, his under is 6.5. That's really not. I mean, I don't think he's gotten 7 rebounds in a long time, but let me look. Yeah, but he actually killed it right here 3 times in a row. But yeah, he hasn't hit in the last 3. A pretty bad matchup. So I guess we could add it, but oh well, fade the parlay. No, we can still make one. I'm just trying to figure out what. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do I want to word this? I'm just trying to figure out what plays to do. Honestly, that's all I'm really doing. I'm gonna take Booker under rebounds. That's gonna add it to plus 120, and then we'll go back to the drawing board here. Phoenix Suns allowed the fewest assists per game to opposing shooting guards, so we could look at a Kevin Huerter prop. I don't know what his assist line would be, but we could look at his assist line. 3.5. Yeah, that's low. That's low. I don't like that. For small forwards, Phoenix allows the fewest for that. Atlanta is about 7th. So we could look at Bridges under an assist, but I'm sure that's not high either. Yeah, his assist line's really, really low. So I don't really love that either. But rebounds, Atlanta does give up a decent amount of rebounds to small forwards, so you could look at the Bridges. I was considering Bridges over in rebounds, but with DeAndre Ayton back, it just made me kind of nervous. But we could look at it in same game parlay, see where, like, what his line would actually be at, like, or at least what the lowest line we could get it at would be. Bridges, there we go. His line's at 4. I guess you could get it at 4. I don't hate the play. Let's look at his past game log real quick, though. Yeah, he's covered in 9 straight. So, yeah, I like that. We could add that in there. That works for me. So that's 4 plays. We'll just keep going down the line, though. Oh, my gosh. Because, I mean, they do give up... Atlanta doesn't really give up a lot of points to the opposing small forwards. It's kind of right in the middle. Phoenix barely gives up any, so, you know, any DeAndre Hunter props you could probably go under with. But I think he had 9 last week. Yeah, for sure. He's been really good. He really has. He's been a very, very solid player overall. I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. Hey, I'm new to gambling, but I like your content. Keep it up. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you giving such a small channel a chance. That's what this is all about. So it means a lot to me. Any players on Minnesota worth a look? I do like the Minnesota game quite a bit. So let's look real quick. But I think I like Karl Anthony Towns on the Detroit Centers. They give up a decent amount of points, give up even more rebounds. So we will save this parlay and we'll come back to it. We can change some things around too if needed, but for rebounds, Karl Anthony Towns is at 9.5. I feel like that's a little low, but let's see. He's gotten 10 at least in 4 of his last 5 games, so I like the play for sure. I like Karl Anthony Towns rebounds. What's his points line at? His points line's at 24.5. I don't like that nearly as much. He's been really solid. I just don't think it's a really great spot for him. So, where else are we at? You could look at D'Lo props. D'Lo's been really solid, but Detroit's actually been really good against point guards when it comes to points. Pretty decent on rebounds too. Wow. Yeah, I guess. Wait. Okay, so they do give up the 6th most, assists per game to opposing point guards. So you could look at D'Lo's assist line. If it's there, but it's not, so I guess it doesn't matter. We could look at Anthony Edwards stuff. I love Anthony Edwards, so maybe, they give up a decent amount of points to shooting guards. They give up a decent amount of rebounds. And not a whole lot of assists. But they do give up a lot of points and rebounds. So here are the 3 leans that I would have for this game. It would be Anthony Edwards over in rebounds, Anthony Edwards over in assists, points and rebounds, and then Karl Anthony Towns over in rebounds. That's what I would lean. Let's see. Pretty Ray says they might make Mikal Bridges play on Trey. If he gets hot, he might lose some rebound opportunities. That's a valid point. We could definitely look somewhere else. The Raptors game, Bulls game should be full of some good props tonight. Yeah, I'm from Central Illinois, so that's all I ever do is just watch Chicago. But I definitely think that they're in a pretty good spot. I really do. I like a lot of the Bulls props tonight. I love DeRozan. I love Gary Trent tonight. So my dog wants to come say hi. Yeah, My dog wanted to come say hi. But anyway, I do like the Raptors and Bulls game. I feel like there should be some really solid props going in either direction. So I do like that. Do like that for sure. Plan B says, "Yo, what's up, man? Been following for a minute now. Keep up all the good work, bro. I really appreciate that, especially from such a small channel. That really does mean a lot. So thank you." Louise, how's it going, man? I am stuck inside my. Oh my gosh, I am stuck inside my house with, all of the. I'm stuck inside my house with all the snow, but it's going all right. We're doing okay. But yes, make sure to smash that like button. Thank you so much. Why so curious says he's cute. It's actually a girl. It's Dick. Her name's Dixie. But thank you. She's a brat, but she is super sweet. You have a rabbit? I've never had a rabbit. That is one of the animals that I've never had is a rabbit. Droop God says DeRozan loves to eat on the Raptors. For sure. I feel like this is a great revenge spot for him too. I truly do. Luis says tonight's DeMar DeRozan night. Yeah, for sure. I think that he should have a big night. I'd be very shocked if he puts up a dud. I'd be like truly shocked. But yeah, I love DeMar DeRozan tonight. I even like Zach LaVine tonight, low key. Maybe not nearly as much, but I do like him tonight as well. Okay, well, I am probably going to be wrapping up the stream here pretty soon. Like I said, I'm only going to be live for about an hour, and it's closing in on an hour. I don't really feel the best, so I'm going to try to hopefully lay down and get some rest. Why So Curious, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Once again, thank you for giving such a small channel a chance. But yeah, I am going to try to lay down, hopefully get rid of this massive headache that I have, and come back and be ready to watch some basketball tonight. So I'm super excited about that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will stay live for a couple more minutes. If you guys did have any questions, if you guys did have any comments, if you guys wanted me to look into any other plays or anything, I will stay live for a couple more minutes. Or if you guys had any questions about me, anything. So I'll be live for just a couple more minutes. Feel free to get those questions in. Thanks for all the good content, bro. Keep it up. Good luck, everyone. Let's cash. Absolutely. We need another good day, Pretty Ray. We had a pretty even day yesterday. We ended up going 2-2. Lost a little bit of money, so hopefully we can bounce back from that. I guess we're not going to be doing a same game parlay. I just kind of sold the bag on it. But I just don't feel good. And I'm just going to try to hopefully get a little nap in and wake up, watch some basketball, and, do some great things. So. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for the couple people that did end up tuning in. But once again, thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel a chance. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. And if you guys are watching this after the fact, also make sure to hit that like button. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so hopefully we can hit that by Valentine's Day. But for now, this is King Center signing out.